That brings me, it's funny, kind of brings me to a story because, I've been going through surgery and everything. So I've had 2 weeks of, sitting around. I've done some social media stuff here and there. I've had to kind of let things go while I'm healing up. We're getting things done in our household, but it's different. And it's draining. It's interesting because even though I've rested, I've still got that, mental spinning going on, saying that, I have to do this and I have to do that. And the second that I started getting better, I started wanting to do more. So, as soon as I had my doctor's appointment, I had my stitches out and everything, it was like, oh, I'm feeling so much better, and I am. So I can absolutely relate to this because I do the same thing. We haven't cleaned, the house properly. I haven't, vacuumed or whatever, and let that stuff go. I'm telling myself that, let that stuff go, Becky, let it go. And that's what we got to do to keep us from burning out, because you're going to wear yourself down, you're going to do too much, and then you're not going to feel like doing anything. You're just like, I'm just going to lay in the bed, I don't care. And it's a small example of burnout. But that's how it works, because can you imagine being like that for months? Having said that, I'm blessed with a wonderful, wonderful partner in life, and he has been exponentially wonderful about taking care of family, taking care of household, and just wonderful. And we have to pace ourselves. And that's why we're talking about burnout today. Is we got to learn to pace ourselves and recognize when we need to rest and not overdo it and feel like we got to do everything in a day, right? I was far from lazy. I was depleted.